Hi, John.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Your day going?
It is, well, I'm getting used to a new dynamic.
Yeah.
I just got some partial dentures for the first time, and I'm getting used to talking with them. So
Yeah.
pardon my speech.
Okay.
It's learning all over again. By the way, before we get too far, John,
Yep.
I want you to know I have an unusual element to my vehicle, my Uber. I like live streaming my rides because I love sharing amazing experiences with my followers online. So
Okay.
don't share anything too personal that you're like, oh, I didn't want to say that in public kind of thing.
Okay. No worries.
I was just going to say, I'm one who really appreciates good communication,
Yep.
and I would pride myself on being articulate and being able to enunciate. So in the absence of that now and learning again, you find me in a very vulnerable mode.
Oh.
Vulnerable in the sense that it takes getting used to, so I'm very aware of trying to strive for what my standard is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even noticed.
No way.
No, not at all.
I'm definitely speaking slower, and it's a whole new experience, to be certain. So yeah. When?
When did you get them?
Oh, just this afternoon.
Oh.
They're like brand new, like brand new.
Right back to work. Eh?
Well, the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, but they were asking how excited are you about this, and I said, oh, I'm not. You know, I haven't really. I'm like ambivalent, I guess. Like I like just presenting myself straight up. Like, for example, here's a funny thought. If I were a female, like if I were a woman, I'd be one of those that wouldn't really care about makeup, for example. Like I like just being as I am, right?
Yep.
So I think I was just fine with the way I've always been. So maybe that was part of the background to the question of how excited are you now? I'm like, oh, I haven't, I mean, that'll be great, I guess. And as soon as they came in and got to do the adjustments, I'm like, this is gonna be more work for me now. do I really want to sign up for this? But I've already signed up for it, so here we go. You're my first guinea pig that way.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's going to take too much getting used to, though.
I hope not, yeah.
Well, if you're already, like I said, I can't tell.
Oh, good.
Your speech is seems fine. So.
You know, it's my closest friends who know me very well, and they'll be like, oh, something's different in the enunciations and that kind of thing, right? But thank you, I appreciate that. That's a vote of confidence.
Yeah. Are you enjoying the weather at all?
Oh my goodness.
Freezing the last couple days.
Yeah. But you know, after our extended fall, this
I was hoping it would hold out a little bit longer.
Oh, I thought we got so much more than we usually get, don't you
yeah.
think? Yeah. But nonetheless, no, this is glorious.
Probably an extra 3 weeks without snow. But I can't stand it.
I'm with you, and I think I can have legitimacy saying that because I'm a true African, so I'm gonna stick to that one and say I deserve some sun. Yes. Are you not from the Calgary area, or
No, I am.
you are?
Yeah.
It's just you've never made peace with it.
No, I could do without it. I could definitely do without the snow.
Someone should do a skit one time, John, of personifications of each season sitting around a round table talking about equity of how much time each one should get, and maybe address winter extended stay and superimposition on other seasons space, because it's just so long, don't you think?
That's probably what 60% of our year, I would say.
Yeah, it's extended. So
If you count like a late spring and
yeah,
an early fall, yeah.
and fall usually it's just a blip too, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like there's colors and all of a sudden they're gone.
I would say normally we have snow before Halloween. We've got snow in July before.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, but yeah, like this year I just stopped holding my breath. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take each day now. This is already like gravy. But I would say in the year, fall is the most temperate for me and comfortable. It's like that happy 18 to 22 range, right? Which is just so ideal.
Well, I mean this year too, though, with the snow all came at once.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the house. What is it? A few days ago when it all
Yeah.
started. accidents everywhere.
Oh, totally. I was driving in it.
Oh, were you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was in the midst of it. I'm still aware that there's so much more that I can't control, like as far as other drivers, conditions. Yeah, so I'm still wary and cautious. So today's Friday for most. Is it a Friday for you as well? You normally get your weekends?
In the winter?
Normally get your weekends?
In the wintertime, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
in, not in the summer. I do construction, so it goes pretty hard in the summer.
Okay.
But, now this is my time off,
Nice.
so I'm only going to be working a couple times a week now.
Okay. Is that weather dependent or just your schedule?
I guess it is technically weather dependent. I do concrete, so
Oh, I
everything
see.
kind of comes to a grinding halt in the winter.
I see.
So
Yeah.
I get a couple indoor things here and there.
Yeah.
For the most part, I work hard enough in the summer that I can
Take some downtime.
majority of the winter off and just enjoy myself. So,
That is really nice. And-
stay home and stay warm. It's nice.
What's your ideal way of spending your downtime?
Oh,
Let's talk like realistic, and
realistically,
then fantasy wise as well.
realistically, I need to keep moving. Like, it sounds nice to be sitting around, but
Yeah.
it's usually only good for a couple days, and then I start going crazy. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually just do stuff around my house, honestly.
Yeah.
Like like fix things, renovations,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just
Okay.
and maybe
So tinkering,
just anything.
dismantling. Yeah.
Right now, I'm just redoing all my like all my trim, all my baseboards and
Yes.
stuff around my house.
Yeah.
So it's nice, you sleep in a little bit, wake up, get a coffee, and just kind of putter around the house and build stuff. And
And your partner appreciates that too, I'm sure.
I guess so.
Well, enhancing the house, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
stuff's getting done, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But, you can't sit around for too long. It's terrible for your mental health.
I see.
So I know for me anyway.
Yeah. And then what is your fantasy desire for tinkering and doing all that, getting out and stuff?
I would say pretty much what I'm doing right now.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
I think it's if I didn't have to work and I had unlimited
Time.
access to resources,
Yeah.
I'd just be able to wake up, go to Home Depot, grab
Yeah.
some
Oh
material,
my goodness.
just kind of putt around,
Would-
make stuff.
Are you one of those?
I'm proud of at the end of the day.
For sure.
Look at it and
Yeah.
you've made.
I get it. Yeah, that's cool. We're like, no, and they take it apart and they're like tinkering and trying to figure it out. So we're like, no, and they take it apart and they're like tinkering and trying to figure it out. So I had to learn a new way of thinking that way, right?
It's
It's
good for your brain though, keeps you sharp.
true. But the way that your mind thinks that way is to say, I need to understand what's going on behind here and how to like figure this out. And yeah, so that's really cool. I think my realm where I do that is more in the social sphere, where I think about like world problems and personality conflicts and that kind of thing. I'm like, I wonder what would work down here and how to like re-engineer this so that we can have a different experience, you know?
Do you like working with your hands?
I am able to work with my hands.
Doesn't you enjoy them?
No. To answer your question, no. I enjoy more communication. So, yeah, if I were to say what my superpower is, I would probably say it's understanding social settings, dynamics, and being able to, I don't know, communicate in a way where I untangle knots socially. That's what I enjoy.
What do you do? Is it?
It is. I just started this. My friends have known how excited I've been to come back to doing this. I was working at a warehouse managing one in the Deep South, which is a lot of fun. But I was doing Uber before I did that job. And when I started there, I said, I'm only here for a short time. I want to get back to doing this because I've got some ambitions of what I want to do. Like I live stream, for example. I like curating conversations and that I want to help people experience more. I feel like I'm in that space where like I'm really good at it, but I'd also love to make that more accessible for others as well too.
I think it's cool being able to do something that makes you happy.
Awesome.
Like that hourly work type setting where you're just there for a paycheck doing something you enjoy. Right?
Yeah.
That's essentially what I do too. I do contract work.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about the boss telling me what to do. Just
Yeah.
go in,
Yeah. Get the job done.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I acknowledge that there's people who that's not on the radar, where they're like, I just want to do my time and then get back to my own thing, and they don't mind that, you know. And then there's others, I think, from my observation, who have got stuck because maybe a paycheck or economic factors, maybe have family mouths to provide for, so they may not have that option. But I totally agree. It's a risky thing to like strike out to know oneself well enough to say, what's that thing that gives me that sense of purpose where I am there with joy, you know, with sense of fulfillment and like, oh, this is hitting the right notes.
Well, even beyond the fulfillment is important, but there's so many people, you wake up every day and you go to a job, or you don't like your boss or whatever, and you're just unhappy. And it's like we all forgot, like when we were kids, we were so excited to be an adult.
Oh, I remember that.
We could do whatever we wanted, and then we grew up, and then we didn't do anything.
Because the reality hit in.
Yeah.
And you forgot to dream, and
Well, yeah, but like, we're still able to do anything we want. It's just like we forgot about it, though.
Yeah.
Like I did that. Like I did the hourly work too, and I got yelled at by my bosses, and eventually I was like, you know what? No, I've put in enough time. I'm good enough at what I do. I can just kind of go off and do it myself. It's so much better.
It is.
I can wake up and I don't want to go to work today. I don't have to.
Which is cool. When we arrived there, but you remember like what that felt like at the beginning? It was scary. Unknown, right? Unknown horizon. Here you've got like a steady paycheck. Over here it's uncertain if you're going to be successful. But I think for us though, we took the risk. There was a risk involved, wasn't there? In saying, I may not succeed at this, but I'm putting a lot on the line to believe myself and embark on something that I'm the maker of, basically. It's you and I can speak from that vantage point. I think where we're like,
anything's possible though. Think about the people who, they just live in vans. There's like beach bums,
right?
And they can make it by on very, very little.
Yeah.
And we get one life. You're gonna spend how much of it working a job you hate, and then it goes by fast, right? You can save up all this money, and then you can die in a car accident and lose it all. So,
Totally.
I think you need to kind of think about, is it worth it or not?
When did you have this epiphany?
Pardon me?
When did you have this epiphany or this catalyst that said, all right, screw this? Like, how long ago was this?
I think I've always kind of been like that since I was a kid. Like I always disliked authority, like my teachers and such growing up. I just don't like being told what to do.
You like thinking for yourself, is what you're saying.
Pardon me?
You like thinking for yourself.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to show up to work and so like I've worked in construction my whole life, but I'm going back a few years. I used to work outside in the winter. Yeah. And the foreman, they'd be sitting in the truck staying warm and make all of us go out and just freeze our ass.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this anymore. No. Absolutely not.
Not compelling. Yeah, I hear you.
It's all of our lives, right? We can do anything we want to do. Anything.
Yeah.
And people tell me, it's too late. My dad's new wife, she went and became a lawyer in her 50s.
Wow.
So
that's inspiring, isn't it?
Well, it's you have one life.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in that 9 to 5 fucking rat race and forget to actually live it.
I love it. I don't disagree.
Well, is that not why you're doing this though? While you're driving the Uber and chasing your dreams and doing something
Absolutely. So Uber's even part of my long-term plans too. Eventually, the goal is to see my YouTube become the monetized one, where I have more options that way. Writing a book, like just a whole bunch of different facets that I'm dreaming about. But Uber is always going to be there. At some point in time, it's not going to be the income earner. It's going to be the one that is now with my followers will be like, who are we going to donate the money to from today's earnings, for example, right? Or it's just this really neat vehicle, pun intended, to ongoing connection with people, conversations, ideas, modeling, all the things that are at the heart of what I want to pass on.
That's awesome.
Thank you. My ultimate goal, as laughable as it is, but I'm actually quite serious about it. I'm gonna get my, which is Modest Phantom.
Which is what?
The Modest Phantom. The Phantom.
Oh, okay.
You know, the Rolls Royce Phantom. Yeah, just But acquiring that vehicle, like paying for it, and it's all done, and only making it available on the UberX platform. Just UberX, not luxury or anything like that. Just picking up your everyday, ordinary people in this luxurious context, but still doing the same thing of connecting as human beings. And the ongoing challenge and question that I'm asking with my followers is, despite all of this, which is noteworthy, is this connection still possible? That it eclipses even that, wow, what an amazing thing, to, oh, I really felt the meaningfulness of this connection with this fellow human being. Again, just to totally change the conversation of where our focus is in society. Is it on the stuff that we acquire and the social hierarchy we're aiming for, or is it just basically seeing those beautiful moments that can be in the plethora of opportunities that come up in the day,
I like it because it's, to achieve your goals or your dreams, and to be able to go out and share your success with other people, like you said, keeping it on the just UberX.
Absolutely.
Being able to be successful.
Yep.
Sharing that with others, right?
Yep.
Instead of keeping it to yourself.
Exactly. One last here. Yep. Before I do ask it, I would also encourage you to say no if you've got responses and no, because consent is a big thing for me too. Would you be comfortable if I would ask to share the video of our time together? I was really appreciating a lot of the ideas we're talking about. Like, I would love for a lot of other folks who are maybe in that spot that we were describing, they're saying, I wish there's someone that said this is an option in life, that you could
it absolutely is.
long for more.
We're taught at a very young age, growing up, going to school, you're taught, like, color in the lines, say the lines, do as you're told. You don't have to, right? It's a sandbox. Everything is yours to take, right? Like you're doing right now.
I like that, yeah.
You read a book.
Yeah.
Grab the Uber and talk to people, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, absolutely. And then scaling it by sharing it with others, saying, here's the many ways I find joy in this my day in meaningful ways. What's yours?
Pardon me?
What's yours? What's yours? Just asking that question to others who are watching and saying, it could be more. It could be more for sure. I very much enjoyed you.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you for sharing along the way. I appreciate it as well. Likewise, huh? Pardon my reach there.
You have a great day.
Happy Friday, man.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Wasn't that sweet, guys? That was just... you get those kind of connections, and you're like, that stuff we're talking about here is just so... it just hits home, doesn't it? I hope you're inspired by his perspective. It was really good, wasn't it? And yes, we will have the GoPro recording as well to share with you on my channel in time. Thank you for being a part of that. I appreciate you guys.